and welcome back to Tonsil Hockey.
Woohoo! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that we're going to have a heated rivalry catch up because it's needed. It's much needed. There is a lot going on. What a lot of news.
There's a lot to talk about. Before we get into it, may I ask, how was Wimbledon?
Oh, thank you for the sports question. Really proud of you.
Sports are related to heated rivalry.
They are, and I'm proud.
I believe.
And also, Wimbledon is referenced in the canon, so
yes, of course.
I honestly was obviously checking the royal box for a Swedish princess for my Hudson, but he wasn't there. I went to the first day of Wimbledon. I'm a huge tennis fan. I'm also a huge The Tennis Podcast fan, and I had posted about that, and it was seen by the lovely Rhys James of Mock the Week, not of the England men's team. And he was like, I know you
both
were confused.
excellent at their jobs. Confused.
Yes, indeed. And
I know about Rhys James.
Okay. And so then
I found out maybe yesterday, but
sure, but you know about him, and that's important. So then he messaged me, and I couldn't. I thought he was joking because he got access to I think through Warner Brothers, who own TLC, who make Mock the Week. They got invited, and he was like, "Do you want to come and be my +1 for this?" And he said my reaction made him feel like the secret millionaire. And on reflection, Ellen plays football with him and came back from football post the Wimbledon trip and was like, hey, did you by any chance get that message from Rhys and then the next morning circle back to check it was still real and that you hadn't dreamt it? And I was like, oh yeah, I did do that. And she's like, yeah, he was telling us that. And I was like, oh no. But I had the best day of my life.
That's beautiful. Did you have strawberries and cream?
I did not have strawberries and cream, but that's because there was so much free food. I had a hot sit down lunch. So many glasses of Pimm's and champagne. I was spoiled. I saw David Beckham. He was right across from me. Mary Berry was there. Bad Bunny entered at one point to watch Djokovic. It was a fucking insane day. And also the tennis was amazing. I had the best. I mean, Sabalenka played the most efficient match, so she wasn't there for very long. But it was great.
That is so cool.
I loved it so much.
Speaking of David Beckham.
It was genuinely like the best top 5 days of my life. Like I don't know.
I believe it. I'm so happy for you.
I loved it so much.
I understood about 30% of what you said, but what I did understand sounded delightful.
I loved it. I bought a towel.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's so fun.
It was honestly the best day of my life. I loved it. I loved it so much.
Did you hear the grunts in person?
Yeah, and also just like to be on center court every day. Even when I first saw the sign for center court, I got teary. I was like, this is so cool. I was really happy. Thank you for asking. Why do you have Spanish footballer on your phone case?
Lamine Yamal. Okay, listen. I got into the World Cup. So speaking of David Beckham,
proud of you.
At one of the games, he was wearing a tan suit.
He's always wearing a tan suit at football games.
For a tan suit. But then he was holding a glass of wine that was so big. I feel like it was one of those novelty ones that could fit an entire bottle.
That's right.
It was giving wine mom.
Yeah, it really, really was. It was giving.
Why is there glass in the stadium?
Yes.
Did he bring that himself?
Well, because he's in hospitality. He's got being taken care of.
This is true. This is true. So Lamine Yamal, the teenage sensation on the Spanish team. This comes out after the final. Let the record show, I hope Spain win. But have you seen that crazy photo of when Messi was playing for Barcelona? Every year they would do like a charity calendar and take pictures with like kids from the area. And there's a picture of Messi bathing Lamine Yamal.
No.
And now they're facing off in the World Cup. Isn't that crazy?
That's so cute.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my god, sorry, he's a baby.
He's a baby.
Oh my god,
Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen in your entire life?
Also, sorry, actual fat baby representation. I too was a giant-headed baby. And it's so nice to see it in the public eye. That's gorgeous.
So cute. And now they're playing in the World Cup final. Isn't that nuts?
Sorry, that's insane.
Lamine Yamal. Sorry.
Oh, that's so sweet that you've become so attached. Didn't he basically do his GCSEs and then go win the Euros? Crazy. Crazy behavior. Crazy behavior. That is nuts.
Well.
Wow. Google that picture, you guys. It's better than you think it would be.
It's very, very cute. It's very cute.
That's nuts.
I know we have another thing to cover, but since we're already on football, can I bring... This episode is basically our show and tell of a heated rivalry universe news to each other.
Yes.
And my first point of business...
Please.
Is all the fan edits of Jude Bellingham and Haaland together as heated rivalry, because they used to play
the AI one of the club.
Wait, I haven't seen the AI one.
What?
Wait, they've inserted their faces into it?
Dude, there's an AI. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna play it for you right now.
Because I've just seen like supercuts of them hugging when they were playing for Dortmund together.
If you have not seen the AI edit May I please recommend that you Google AI edit heated rivalry Holland and Bellingham, and then their faces.
Because Haaland
just
is so
super
Ilya coded because he's like sarcastic and he's deadpan
and blonde and tall.
blonde. And then Bellingham is so Shane coded because he's baby girl.
Yep.
He looks like tiny little Bambi. Every time I see Bellingham, I think of Bambi. He looks so cute. You just want to protect him like
hot.
Shane.
Have you seen the Phoebe? What's her name? Phoebe from Two Dope Girls, who does all those like ranting videos, and she has one about Jude Bellingham, and it's just an ode to his ass. Basically, it's incredible.
God,
okay, I'm gonna. I'm gonna.
So cute.
Sorry.
My understanding is that football fans don't think of him as cute. They think of him as like quite cocky. To me, he's
Bellingham?
baby girl.
No, he's baby girl. Surely he's baby girl.
Is it just because he looks so baby girl?
Hang on. This is so fun. I have gay neighbors and we have a gaybers group and it's in that. Okay. Here we go. You ready for this? AI.
We don't endorse the use of AI unless.
What?
Just for the listeners, Catherine has navigated herself to the page that lets her download Instagram.
Update Instagram.
Are you updating Instagram right now?
I think so. 6 minutes and 51 seconds. We'll have to come back to it. We'll simply have to return to it. It's gone up to 8 minutes. We'll come back.
So are you a fan of the fan edits? Do you love the lore?
So I've only seen the AI ones largely.
Okay, let me show you one of them for real.
Oh.
They're walking together on award shows.
Oh. He's on his back. Oh, the kissing. Fuck!
It's so good. There's so many of them, and they're all incredible.
That's so hot. Heated penalty. On his back. The kiss. Oh. Sorry. Wow, I'm all aflutter. That's hot.
It's just because they're so
Can you Google
cheeky.
AI, HR, and those two? Because it'll just be quicker.
All right, Grandma.
It'll be quicker than me
All
down.
right, Grandma. I'm doing AI.
Can you get your telephone now to do the Instagram there with the lads? Can you? Can you get that up for me now? I'd love to see it. The club scene. You know the one.
He's wearing the shirt.
They've cast him as Ilya. He's looking around.
Oh my God. Okay, I will say Holland does have the low brow bone to make that devastating look.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, well that's just... This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
I can't recommend Googling AI heated rivalry, Jude and Holland, and then the club scene. And then also you can do the first scene of the show as well. They've done the cigarette lighting.
Oh my God.
Oh, so good.
AI is evil unless. I will say the World Cup has made me realize that I want to, and this probably exists. I'm going to say this and you're going to be like, Olga, you're describing one of the most popular romantasy novels. But I think that the fun tension, much like demonstrated by those two players, is when two national teams have players from the same club.
Yep.
That's sexy. That's layers.
And if ideally those two men can either be one of two things. So the thing is this. Okay. There is a clip of Jude Bellingham where everyone from the England team goes by this Venezuelan reporter. He is in a wheelchair and he's like, excuse me, just one question. Please, can I ask you a question? Everyone is like, no man, ignoring him. Bellingham, ever the Shane Hollander pro, who knows what PR is important, but also is just a good guy. And it turns out, speaks fucking Spanish.
Incredible. Much like Shane speaks French. Hello.
Well, better than that. Answers him and you're like, fuck yes. And then that like professionalism, that incredible like good boy energy, good bottom energy, plus Holland being on Snapchat with jokes, proper jokes. And also, sorry, can we talk for a moment about what it's like to have a pro footballer who is not so internalized in his misogyny and like hyper masculinity that he can get a question on Snapchat that's like, are you a boy or a girl? And he's like, great question.
Yeah.
Play!
I thought that the end to that sentence was going to be, own that many Birkins. He's got so many Birkins.
He's just so great.
He's cool.
He's
really,
so
really
funny
cool.
and silly.
He's very, very funny.
And he's dating his childhood sweetheart, who we hope is Jude Bellingham, but actually
he's
from his town.
Is he as funny as Ilya? Something to think about. Basically, what I'm pitching to you is they're on the same club team.
Yeah.
They have some sort of sexual tension, and then they play each other in the World Cup. And I kind of want one of them to be a goalie, so we can have the sort of insertion
balls
puns.
and hands.
Yeah.
I think they have to be players because otherwise, how do they end up like tackling each other, watching each other on the play, getting subbed in and out,
But what
falling
about
to the ground with each other? I think fouling each other. I don't think you want it to be a goalie.
but what if it's a goalie and then he lets a penalty in and then they accuse him for letting the guy win or whatever?
No, because you can still do that with outfielders, but I think you get a much better tension if they are. Also, the goalies train separately. You don't get any of that.
Okay, I didn't know any of that. I just thought it would be.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm
such
a pedant. I'm like, what? What are we going to do when the goalies are training together with the 5 of them?
I just thought it would be a very dramatic scene where the one-on-one is one taking the penalty and the other one trying to defend it.
That would be hot, but I think they should be both. I think they should both play midfield.
Okay, maybe
or
we write 2 different books,
okay,
huh?
fine, let's go.
How about that? How about we create a universe and one of the stories is that and the other one is mine.
This is perfect. A striker and a goalkeeper and then 2 midfielders.
Yeah. There you go.
Heaven.
And it's all obviously the same team, the gay team.
Yeah, it's the one gay team. It's Arsenal. Of course it is.
Yeah!
It's Arsenal. Yes.
Gooners for life. Okay. All right.
course
Dibs.
it's
Dibs on all that.
Arsenal's dibs, TM.
So yes, that is my number 1 story in the Heated Rivalry universe.
I've loved every second of it and I've really appreciated it. And I love that sports are so gay now.
There was another thing that you wanted to bring to the show and tell, which is tangentially related to our podcast in that it is gay. I kissed a girl.
You're dead right, Olga. And actually, before we get into the meat of the Heated Rivalry chat, I would like I'd like to give the lesbians a moment, if I may, actually. Because the second series of I Kissed a Girl just came out. Obviously, I Kissed a Girl and I Kissed a Boy has now been cancelled. I think there's an argument to be made that this series was proof of why that was perhaps the right decision.
Oh, really? Wait, why did they cancel it?
I guess probably they're claiming viewership.
Okay.
My issue is like there should definitely be a queer dating show.
Mm.
And I loved series 1 of I Kissed a Girl. I don't personally love, like it was the same with Queer Ultimatum where it was hosted by a straight woman.
Queer Ultimatum was like a toxic show that was actively
That was
casting
crazy.
the most toxic people.
And also just had a straight woman being like, what's topping? Oh my goodness. Amazing. And what are you, would you say you are a butch? There was a lot of that.
Not a bunch.
Whereas Danny Minogue's cosplaying as a drag queen using like phraseology that is so drag race coded.
Because you know who's going to love... Okay.
She's like... I don't know if there's some agreement as well. I don't know what they've done, but they make it look like she's been green screened and like won't be any more than 2 meters as like distance from the lesbians. Like occasionally she's like, come closer. That's enough.
I love the idea of her coming up to one of the girls and getting it just ever so slightly wrong, being like, "You're a cunt."
It's just,
it's your serving cunt.
it's a lot of like mother once, and you're like, what? Yeah, I just think a straight woman host was a really strange choice.
Yeah,
and it feels like such a young show. I don't know. Charlie Marlowe does the voiceover, and you almost think like pop her in, you know. But hey ho, it is. I obviously watched every single episode and was so excited when I was back. They're all so young. They're like 21, 22, 23.
Okay.
And they're talking about like, do I want to commit to a relationship if it's not going to be for like my life? And you're like, oh, sweet angel. No. Here are my takes on I Kissed a Girl. You probably have to watch them to understand them.
Okay.
Saw the Barbie and Ken breakup coming a mile off. That was so...
Is Barbie and Ken like an ultra femme and an ultra butch?
No, kind of like a soft butch and a very femme Barbie.
Okay.
We love the Barbie. The Ken is from Essex. They're giving Gavin and Stacey the Barbies from Wales. And the sort of like, there was this obsessional need to sort of have the Barbie as girlfriend immediately. But then you could just tell that once that had happened, it was like interest over.
A prize type of situation.
Maybe it's because I'm like 20 years their senior, but I think that sometimes I was like, raise your standards, girlies. Raise your standards. The way there was like this like scream went out at one point in the show where they were like, I said a slick back bun. I said a slick back bun. I said a slick back bun because a non-binary butch came in with a slick back bun. Uh-huh. And it kind of didn't matter what else they had going on. Didn't I say? And I was like, that can't be your whole type. Like it can't be. It was so funny.
That's so funny.
One of my favorite journeys was Ebony.
Someone realized that they were queer in ballet class.
I know. Yes. My little people pleaser, Ebony, I really enjoyed her big realization from the show was that just because she's butch doesn't mean she can't like lean into her feminine side and be soft and doesn't have to put on a front all the time.
Aww.
Loved that. My Irish prince, blessing. Oh my God. Okay, there was an Irish footballer. She's recovering from injury. There's been 2 footballers over the 2 series,
Scissoring
which
or
is
football?
actually shockingly low number for lesbian shows. Yes, indeed. And so Georgia from the first series, very hot footballer. Blessing from this series, so well dressed, so gorgeous, so hot, and such a gorgeous Irish accent, was not valued. Couldn't believe that she wasn't the stud of the series. I was like, everyone's sleeping on Blessing, but okay. She was gorgeous and divine and deserved better. And then I loved the surprise twist that Elmira has a twin. Again, if you've seen this, it'll
Is
be
the twin
making
gay
sense.
too?
Well, it's not clear. She just comes from for the family day.
Okay. What's the mechanic? Is it
Everything
like-
about the short sleeve shirt she was wearing suggests yes.
Okay, is the mechanic of the show like Love Island? Like people have to couple up or no?
No. So the mechanic of the show is they are paired up based on things they said they want.
Like a slick back bun.
Like a stick back bun.
Like values, like core values. Like
stick back bun. Stick back bun. Stick back bun. Stick back bun. Yeah. And one of the girls is 100% played by Jennifer Coolidge. Very funny.
Love.
Very funny because Amy Spaulding made a name for herself. She won the last series. It's not a competition, but she did win it.
Okay.
By doing impersonations of Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh,
this time there's a
fun.
girl who looks like she's played by Jennifer Coolidge. It's a gorgeous bow
Homage.
on. Yeah. So
Jennifer Coolidge should actually host that show.
oh my, now that okay, she can say mother,
Yeah.
but she'd also
You
be
gotta
like,
earn it.
"Are you gay?" Like she would be like, "I don't know why I'm doing the agent from Friends," but anyway, so they are paired up, and they have to walk in beside this pool and meet each other with a kiss.
Oh wow.
They kiss as a hello. And those are their initial pairings. And then they have a kiss-offs where they either agree to kiss their girl and stay together or save their kiss for someone else. A new additional mode has been added to this because lesbians, and Gen Z lesbians have added in this sort of third term where they occasionally save their kiss for themselves. I'm saving my kiss for myself, which means they're going home because they don't find anyone there hot enough to date.
Whoa.
Which is very funny. And yeah, just like a very messy, funny vibe, and they're all 23 and the stakes are so low, but they're acting like they're so
Okay, why
high.
are they canceling this? This sounds so fun.
Exactly. Why are they canceling it?
Okay, well, in straight world, there's Love Island, and I have not seen Love Island the USA, but I have watched all of it via TikToks and
Yeah.
Reels. And I will say, the couple that won,
Yeah.
Trinity and Bryce, I'm standing shipping. I'm looking at all.
I've
every
also
edit.
just seen the edits, and I've been like, I'm obsessed with
Yeah,
them.
they're the cutest in the world.
the sweetest.
I will say they are queer adjacent because for some reason Bryce, who is I believe a DJ in Los Angeles, is best friends with the entire cast of Glee, and through the entire season they kept posting him on the story, be like, vote Bryce, and it will be like, what's it called, Kurt or whatever, or
No way.
be like, vote
That's
Bryce.
so funny.
So I do think that is queer coded.
That's very queer coded. Also, you're a male DJ. You're surely a minority in LA. Like the rest are lesbians.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
got to
yeah,
have
yeah.
lesbian
Yeah.
friends. That's so funny and so sweet. I also think that there was better representation in this series than there was in the first series. I do think that queer shows often have greater representation than the Love Islands of the world. And also, I watched the first series with our beloved Charlie Clive, and she I'll never forget her saying like, watching that as a straight woman was just like, given the conversations in Love Island are like, do you ever wear a watch?
What's time?
Yeah, the fact that these like they're like 2 days in and they're like talking about the historical impact of lesbianism on the queer movement. They're talking about like, obviously they're doing way too much star sign stuff for my preference, but yeah, it's a real fun watch and you should enjoy it. If you need a queer dating show and you're not in the UK, you should watch the British I Kissed a Girl. There's 2 series and the first is phenomenal.
God bless.
And the second also happened. And shout out to Blessing My Irish Prince.
Boom. I will say one of my favorite memes of all time, and I don't remember quite the wording, but it's like anytime a guy asks you a question that he thinks it's smart, but it's something you discussed at a sleepover when you were 11.
Yes, exactly. You're like, yeah, okay. Oh, and the last thing to say is one of them has a tattoo under her eye, Kaylee, of a heart. I was also really sad that Kaylee didn't turn around. I thought that was cute, but I also get it. Would you date somebody who was on a celibacy journey?
Why are they on a dating show?
Well,
wait, is that problematic to ask?
No, it's not. Listen, that was my reaction too. But I think you can want love and not sex.
But that's being aromantic.
And they are on the asexual spectrum. They identified as being on the asexual spectrum. So I get why Kaylee...
I think you're okay to be that, but you're also okay to be like, I do want sex, so I don't think we're compatible.
I do agree, but I thought they were cute, and I know, I agree with you. It was a tough conundrum, but...
to be clear, I haven't seen it.
No, and also, but my favorite thing about the girl with the heart tattoo under her eye is that, of course, she had a very supportive mother, because no one else would be getting that tattoo. No Irish person's getting that tattoo. My mother would fucking beat it off me. Like,
can you imagine that being your first tattoo? It's like, yeah, we're gonna go for the face immediately.
Yes, a fair play. That was the other thing. I was like, wow, I did feel old, because I was like, every single one of these baby lesbians is covered in tats.
Tattoos are definitely normalized.
Yeah, which is fine.
Like
I have no, I don't have any tattoos, but I also have no moral feeling or any, like, I don't have any opinion on tattoos. I was just like, oh, this is a really interesting trend.
I have 3 tattoos. I had no desire to get them until I did, and I got all 3 when I was 31. So
you got
things
the
change.
Golden Gate Time. I know about that one. What are the other
two? A shrimp and a cowboy hat.
Are they all based on your shows?
Kind of, not really.
Let's talk about heated rivalry.
Finally, Jesus Christ!
And
finally.
tell me your takes on I Kissed a Girl. I obviously want to know them. Okay, we have had an email. Do you want to do?
I would love to.
Okay, this is from Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Hi, Catherine and Olga. Having read all the books except The Long Game, do I wait for the TV show first or read it now to, apart from anything else, keep up with my life-giving, unhinged HR podcast? Well, while I adore Rachel... this is still Emma. While I adore Rachel Reed's work, the show was my first encounter and will always be my first love. I feel like if I read the book beforehand, it might ruin the show for me, especially if Jacob makes changes. I'm too neurodivergent for this decision. Please help. Love this show. Cheers, Emma. I know what I think Emma should do. What do you think Emma should do?
I think Emma shouldn't read the book because you can't unread it, but you can always read it after the show. I would be more concerned about the book ruining the show and not that concerned about the show ruining the book. So if you have any doubt, my instinct is just put it off because you're going to read it anyway. So you might as well read it after.
You've changed my mind. I think you're dead right. I also think if you care about changes, it will bother you as opposed to just experiencing what will happen for the first time. I personally don't have that level of patience. I needed to know what was going to happen immediately. And also, I just needed them back in my life. I was like, where are my boys? Where are my boys? So... yeah, I guess that's a good shout. Just hang on. It's not till also, have you heard the rumors?
What's the rumor?
This is one of our big conversation points, but the rumor is so they've arrived back in Canada.
Yes.
They're obviously shooting.
Mm.
Apparently, there's a rumor that they are shooting season 2 and season 3 back to back because they're worried the boys are going to get so busy.
Okay. Even if that is true, say that is true.
Yeah.
My immediate question is, obviously, Rachel Reed is writing the 3rd book. Has she written a manuscript and given it to Jacob Tierney? Is he basing season 3 on the 3rd book that hasn't been released? Are they
splitting book 2 into
That's
2?
also an option?
My worry is about quality. How has he written those scripts that quickly, that well?
Yeah, there's a lot of question marks. A lot of question marks.
I hope it's not true, in a way.
You wouldn't want to, but I also don't think Jacob would sacrifice quality. He
Neither
doesn't
do
strike
I.
me as a guy who would.
It's like why he won't even give us more episodes, even though we'd obviously watch 10. He's like, no, I'd rather do 6 good ones. And you're like, motherfucker, I want 10. I'll watch them just eat lunch together. Anyway, interesting. Yes, Emma, our theory is for you, at least, my love, if divergence from the canon is going to be a problem for you, then I reckon wait.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear something from me?
I would love to hear something.
Okay, great.
From you. I've been waiting.
Well, let's discuss. Connor has been nominated for an Emmy. Huge news!
The loophole has been found.
The loophole has been found!
We needed Connor to be nominated for an Emmy.
Yeah.
And if it was not possible to nominate him for Heated Rivalry, we would find a way.
It still doesn't make any sense to me. Can you explain to me one more time why they can't have an Emmy?
There is no funding from the US initially. I believe it's a fully Canadian production, and in order to get nominated for an Emmy, I think he could get nominated for an international Emmy.
Okay, and did we talk about Hudson's acceptance speech for his Canadian award?
Yes, that was
fucking
lovely.
hot. Okay, well, listen, I think it's amazing that they found a loophole. It does feel very much like, hey kid, get over here, kid. You're talented. You're gorgeous. We love you. We appreciate you. We can't pay you what you need right now, but you stick with us, kid. And they're very like, stay around. Hollywood loves you.
Yeah.
And I
well,
love
the
that.
part of it is like, yes, amazing that Connor was been nominated for an Emmy, but another part of me is like, Emmys want to be relevant so bad.
Yes. Oh my God, they're obsessed with us. They're obsessed.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's so good, so fun. Good for SNL as well, I guess.
I think SNL has had enough Emmy nominations in its 40-year history.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm me being like, and that's great for plucky little SNL.
That Lorne Michaels needs a win.
No, but it's so nice. And I just feel like every time he gets another, like any form of adulation or achievement, I do just think of his sweet little childhood YouTube videos of being like, I don't really have any friends. Of me being like, Connor, now you have an Emmy. Sweet baby boy.
That is so sweet.
Oh, so cute. Did you see when there was a press point? There's a point where maybe there's like people, Hudson's autographing for people in, I'm not sure where. And somebody says, have you heard that he got an Emmy? I found his reaction muted, but maybe he just didn't know whether or not it was true. I felt like he was like, I haven't heard anything.
Okay, he may have just not known.
Yeah. I was like, I hope everything's okay with our boys.
Oh, I hope that it is. But I will say, can I say something very controversial?
Yeah.
I think the very fact that he got to be on SNL, that he got to get nominated for an Emmy on SNL, is testament to the fact that this is not a regular young romance show.
Oh my God.
Because
yes.
as much as I adore and love and respect the kids from Some I Turn Pretty, from Off Campus, they are not operating on the same level.
Not acting
And people
wise.
who are putting those shows at the same level are actively doing a disservice. And I'm so glad that I can prove to you and say, no, this is a different level of talent.
That's actually so true. I would also say there is a real beautiful difference in the reception to how I think this would have been. There's a real beautiful difference in how this is being received to how I think it would have been received a decade ago. I.e., I don't know, we still don't know for a fact if Connor's queer, but the fact that the perceived queer actor is getting as much love as the straight one and as much endorsement by the business side is really thrilling and very modern and new. But you're right, it is like absolutely proves that the quality of the writing, the quality of the performing is just better than the others. Because it's taking itself really seriously in a great way.
And it's getting the credit for it. Yeah. The art is getting the credit for it.
It's so fucking
I'm excited.
good. I'm so thrilled. You got some news for me?
Well, I think speaking of Hudson's reaction, should we discuss Hudson in Paris? Yes. So I came across, obviously, first thing I woke up one day, I came across the video of Hudson obviously getting very, very upset by the paparazzi.
Wait, pre this Balenciaga show?
I believe so.
Balenciaga show I only mentioned because he is obviously a friend and ambassador of the brand. And he wore, I think, in an ode to the Twink Chamber, a turd brown suit. Is that right?
Excuse me? Okay, I'm going to hold my hands up. I actually have not seen the suit.
He wore a like chocolate brown. It was like a poo brown suit. And I love him. I love him so much. And I know it's hard to be inventive with men's clothing at all times, but I'm like, if the lesbians can do it, you could have done him better, Balenciaga. But
if Hudson can't pull it off, then that is just a bad suit.
I think it's not a great suit, in my opinion. But what the hell do I know? What the hell do I know? And he looked gorgeous still, but I was just like, huh. But then I thought, is that an ode to our boys?
It could be. It could be. I will say, you need to, if you are going heavy on the brown in any outfit, you need to be breaking it up, because otherwise it's just Turd City.
It's all brown.
Yeah, that's
it's
Turd
all brown.
City.
There's no other color on show. It's all brown.
No.
Shall I show you?
Yeah, I'd quite like to see it. Imagine you just turn your phone, it's just a picture of a piece of poop.
I would never do that.
Oh, sweetie. Also, I know we're trying to make the oversized look, and again, this is absolutely nothing to do with Hudson and everything to do with whoever styled him. That doesn't look intentional.
I think it's giving ASOS.
It doesn't, it's draped all weird.
Yeah, I don't love it. I'm sorry to say all
that. Being said, face serving.
Oh,
sunglasses
that face card
serving.
Never
the
fails.
2 flicks of hair.
Yeah.
He looks animated.
Of course, he's gorgeous.
Woo.
But I just mean, yeah. I really hate the suit. It's the first thing I've ever seen him in where I'm like, oh, I hate that.
It's probably also one of those things where they're like, you're going to wear what we tell you to wear.
And I would say I prefer how Hudson dresses to how Connor dresses most of the time for events.
Mm.
Day wear, I prefer Connor's. Why do I know this?
Wow.
But yeah, I didn't love it. First miss for me, I'm afraid.
I will say, I guess Hudson generally didn't have a great time in Paris.
Well, yeah, let's talk about it.
So the paparazzi.
Please explain for the person who might not know this. Although, if you're here and you don't know it, I'd be surprised. But why not?
So there is a phenomenon specifically in Paris. I understand that this probably exists all over the world, but the videos that constantly leak, I know they did. That it happened to Dua Lipa a few months ago. It's there's a sort of industry of people printing out headshots of celebrities, getting those celebrities to sign them outside their hotels or restaurants, and then they sell these signed photos on the internet, right? This has existed for as long as celebrities have existed.
Yeah.
But my understanding that specifically in Paris, those people are quite aggressive, and it also is like a conveyor belt industry, right?
Okay, wow.
And so there was quite a famous viral video of Dua Lipa basically just like begging to be left alone outside of a restaurant in Paris.
Yes, I've seen
so there's a video of Hudson being swarmed by people with headshots of him asking him to sign them, and he's clearly in distress. He's like, you followed me to my place of residence. Like, you are not actual fans, because they kept saying that they were fans, but it was clear that they weren't because they had stacks of photos. Like, it was very, very clear. And then my understanding from the video is that it was filmed on Meta glasses.
Oh my God, hell.
So, like, the reason you have this, like, very intimate footage is because one of the people, I don't know if they would be classified as a paparazzi, because I think it's a separate thing.
Okay.
It's like they are wearing Meta glasses and essentially filming the entire encounter and then leaking that encounter to be like, look how crazy this person is. And from what I understood, and again, I just read this from the comments, I apologize if this isn't true. In English, the person was like, I'm just a fan. But in French, he was like, look at this dighead freaking out.
Whoa.
And Hudson speaks French, according to Heated Rivalry.
Yeah. I mean, yes, he looks so impressed, but also dead-eyed when Connor does it on a red carpet. But that's just because he's trying to keep like separation of character in person. And he then takes one and tries to burn it.
Yeah. I mean, he's clearly pushed to the edge, and the people filming it are clearly not good-willed in any capacity. He keeps saying, please leave me alone, and they keep saying, okay, but then following him down the side street. It's
and
really
following him to his residence, right?
It's really, really not great. But apart from, like, all the obvious stuff, which is, like, you shouldn't be invading anyone's privacy like this, I think the saddest bit, when you take a step back, is, like, 6 months ago, nobody knew who this guy was.
I know.
And I remember 6 months ago when we just discovered the two of them, they were having so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, every press video, every interview, it was clear that they were like, oh my God, this is so fun. They were getting matching tattoos. It was, like, exciting.
I'm so
and
sad it's been this fast.
Over 6 months. 6 months. That's nothing.
It's nothing. I think I remember us talking about it at the time of like, how will this go? Will they stay excited? Will they stay playful? And I was like, I think there's a considerable chance this gets ruined for them by the attention. I did not for a second expect it to be this quick. It must be like so costly to be able to go nowhere and feel unobserved. Never mind to feel like harassed in all of those spaces. It's just horrible. And they're young boys. Like, they actually are young men. They are, not that it's acceptable to do it to anyone, but it's so new for them. It must be so surreal, so uncomfortable, so uneasy to feel that unsafe. Like,
and you
where
feel
you're
so
staying.
suffocated. But while feeling suffocated, there's also a voice outside in the comments, but also in your head going, well, this is the price of fame. Well,
as if that's like a reasonable price.
You're being ungrateful.
It's so toxic.
What, do you not like being in the center of attention? I guess this is what you asked for. Isn't this what you wanted? And it's just like, I can't imagine. Like, sometimes you even read the comments and it's like, I guess this is the price of fame. And it's like, is it?
Well, it doesn't have to be.
Who decided that?
We could agree on this.
Yeah.
We could agree that that's not it. That's honestly how I felt about the Caroline Calloway. Sorry, just to go segue.
Oh, wait, what about that?
Well, her article on Ozempic and being like, well, I'm just treated better if I'm thin. And I was like, and she's like, sorry, I'm not going to be able to change the patriarchy before I die, so I might as well like revel in this enjoyment. And I was like, but that is like a collective, we are participating in that agreement. Like, if we all go, yep, the only way to be treated well is to be thin, then then no one's going, maybe those don't have to be the fucking terms. And that's how I felt about this. I was just like, that's not a given. We don't have to just assume that that's true. And also, like, I don't think you enter into fame going, because that's not what he did. He didn't sign a contract for extreme fame where you're harassed all the time. He auditioned for a part in a show and hoped he got it. That's actually all he did. It's so deranged.
Yeah, it's interesting that you bring up the Caroline Calloway thing. I'm now quoting Good Noticing is another podcast that I adore, but in it they were discussing a Susan Sontag essay where she was sort of calling out women who lie about their ages, because if they do that, they are signing up for the value that like being younger is better.
Oh, totally. That's why I always say when I get Botox, because I find it's by the way, it's in the like. You could be like, well, how do you square getting Botox with that take, right? And it's like, I don't. I think getting Botox does buy into the notion that being young is to be more attractive. And that is my own journey that I'm working on. I haven't had it in a while. But I always say it if I do have it, because I feel like you are just otherwise saying, oh, yeah, I don't age and you do, which is a personal failing as opposed to like a purchase I've made. And I think, you are just implicitly sort of selling older women down the river and saying that that's inherently bad. And I'm working on that. But I think similarly, like, in a way, I do give her that credit. She at least said out loud that she got it, because I'm like, fair play. You're not gaslighting anyone. But you are so overtly saying that is a moral good. Oh, I can't stand her. Anyway, circling back, we do not have to agree that in order to be an actor, you have to surrender your personhood to anybody who wants to grab it from you whenever they feel like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Just start a weird basement podcast where you talk
about them,
fashion.
But not to them. And this is how I truly feel. Like, we talk about them every single week. We watch every single thing they make. We're huge fans. Would I approach them if I was in a restaurant with them? No. Leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah.
What? Like, they don't owe you anything. They don't owe us anything. They've already made a thing that we get to enjoy. Thank you so much. That's enough. Crazy behavior. Anyway. Next. I really got mad at those people.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
Would you like to bring the next?
I'll bring a little bit of... Told you about... I feel bad for saying that his turd suit didn't suit him because he's still a nice boy. Okay. Connor and Madonna.
Woo! Baby! Front row. Paris
I was
Fashion
like,
Week.
breastfeed.
Now that's mother.
Now that's
now
mother.
That's cunt.
Now that's... And by the way, her album...
Have you listened?
I've listened to some. It's so...
I love when she whispers things over a beat.
When it's just those...
It's K-hole music.
It really is...
Compliment. Parentheses compliment.
Yeah. It's gay. It's exclusively an album that's for touring to gay men. It's for them to shout back at her. It's not... 100%. Every single song is designed for them to shout it at her.
I think if you listen to the rhythm of the song, it has poppers breaks.
Yeah. Slow-mo inhalation. Go. Yeah, so good. Just seeing them together was a real joy, real intersection of the generations of queer icons.
And also, I adore Madonna. Literally, she can do no wrong in my eyes. And regardless of how you feel about her, you can call her desperate, you can call her fame hungry, whatever it is, like clinging on to relevance. She knows exactly where the party's at. Whoever she's always collabing with, whoever's on tour with her, she's like, I know what's hot, I know what's cool, and I will be around it.
Yeah.
So wherever she is, she's like, she's just got her finger on the pulse, and I think that's fucking iconic. It's cool.
It's so cool.
Like when Bob the Drag Queen went on tour with her, I'm like, correct. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
You knew.
Yeah, she's dead right. You're right. I completely agree. I lastly would just like to say, as I've been saying relentlessly, I know, but I would just like to yet again say to the universe, where the hell is slow pitch? I'm waiting on it. We're waiting on it. I'd like my lesbian version now, please. So that's just my call out to the universe in the hopes that if you say it, it will come.
Lola tongue.
I know.
Would you like to tongue Lola?
I would love to tongue Lola. Ayo, but yes, please. But that is yes. And she's doing Ripe as well, right? A lesbian film.
She's doing 2?
I think so. I think Ripe is a lesbian movie, and I think Slow Pitch is the lesbian show. Come on, Lola. No growl. I loved it. Loved it. Any more?
Okay, so something that has blessed my timeline. I will say by bless my timeline, you have your Gaybers chat.
Yeah.
I have my flat chat. So I am famously bisexual woman. I don't know if I've mentioned it
Hey,
yet.
did we mention we're bi? Oh, sorry. A little thing about us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Sorry.
whoa, whoa.
Hey, we're bi.
Yeah.
It's not a thing or anything. Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of both bisexual, so.
Oh. It's not something we talk about a lot.
No, it's not like we don't know about it. It's just in case you were wondering. We're bi.
So I'm famously bisexual. My husband is famously bisexual. We are obviously struggling through a heterosexual marriage. It's the worst.
That's so cool. It's so
It's
fun.
silly.
Bi for bi. Love
It's
that.
absolutely silly. It's
I
the
love
silliest
that.
thing in the world. But
If you took a third, how would you choose?
they'd have to be non-binary.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
They'd
They'd have to be. They'd have to be. Okay? They'd have to be. Please keep up.
Oh God,
Because they're both bisexual.
that's actually how you fix the sort of pick a side dilemma.
Oh, that's stunning.
One of each, baby.
One of each.
The Neapolitan. And so we live with a gay couple who are my best friends in the entire world. And so they recently went to the Museum of the Home, which have you ever been?
No, but
It's
I
around
know
the
of it,
corner.
yes.
And they have like mock-ups of various houses, and one
Yeah.
of the flats is the queer flat chair from the 2000s, which is one of the most iconic spaces in London, I'd say, the quote-unquote queer flat chair. And so they just sent me
Amazing.
pictures from there, and then now the sort of gag is that come back, we have queer flat chair at home.
Of course.
We have queer flat chair at home.
Of course we do. Of course we do.
And so obviously this video was sent to the queer flat chair group chat
Yeah.
by my bisexual husband.
Obsessed.
My bisexual husband's Instagram feed is...
By the way, if you're confused, if you're like, Olga, you keep talking about planning a wedding, but you keep talking about your husband. Yes, they eloped to Vegas. They are having a wedding in London. Just for clarity, just pointing that out because they're bisexual. So
Because
they
they're bisexual.
can have both. Let's go.
we could, we didn't have to choose.
No.
You don't actually have to choose.
They're eloping and having a wedding.
Honestly, whenever you see him next, and it could be the wedding,
Yeah.
I encourage you to grab his Instagram and just look at his algorithm. It is the most he's curated the most insane people I've ever seen.
Sorry,
in my entire life.
imagine he's at the top of the room and I'm like, Ewan, can I grab your phone to see your Instagram algorithm? I just want to sorry, Ewan, can I grab your phone? Can I grab your big day, huge day, you look gorgeous, great legs.
You
Can
take a
I
knife, you
grab
ding,
that?
ding, ding on the glass.
Can I grab that algorithm? Sorry, I just wanted to check.
Screen shared on the screen, because honestly it's just two types of people. They're all middle-aged. He doesn't have anybody under 55 on that.
What?
It's amazing. And the men are the horniest men ever, and they're like, it will be like a southern man and a cowboy hat being like, if you want to please your woman, you gotta tell her she's beautiful every single day.
What?
So it's the horniest middle-aged men, and then it's women trying to live their best life. So it's like, here it'll be like, hi, I'm 75, I'm recently divorced, and this is my collection of spiritual paintings. It's amazing.
What? How has he made this for himself?
It is the most soothing thing. It's like men obsessed with women and women obsessed with a niche hobby. It's so good.
I'm fascinated and I would like to swap my algorithm for
It's
his.
like, I'm 67 and I'm learning Italian. It's incredible.
That's
So-
amazing. Mine are two types of women.
Tell me.
One who's like, can we think about maybe bringing body positivity back? And the other one's like, how to lose 45 pounds in 74 minutes. Let's go.
Inside
And those
you
are
are
only
two
those
wolves. I'd say we both oscillate between those two.
And that's it. Those are the only people on there.
Love your curves. What curves?
Love your curves. It's that. Fuck. I want his.
You really do. Okay, so he sends me this to the queer household group chat. He sends this diva. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you?
I'm sorry.
Would you like to describe Proud Elder Loon? Sorry. Would you like to describe what you just watched?
Are you joking? What I just watched was a woman who had created out of a rubber chicken a microphone stand. She's wearing a headband I can only assume she sewed herself. She has hair that's giving, if I may, what I assume to be a lesbian announcement video. And she says, basically, as a proud elder loon, she says to her, I assume following, guess I'm not the only older loon getting divorced, having mainlined heated rivalry. So glad there's so many of us to go through this together and to move towards the sunshine together. There are a group of older loons who are divorcing their husbands because they watched heated rivalry.
Divas, absolute divas. Do not settle for less. Do not settle for us. You will find your sunshine.
You're going to find your 23-year-old hockey playing man
Who
and
is
he's
gay.
like,
Don't settle for a husband.
That's
Find yourself a twink.
I'm
It's
so
incredible.
happy that exists. I'm so happy. What are the comments saying?
It's the
give me
only-
give me a tidbit from the comments. I need a little bit more.
It's
That's the best thing I've ever heard. That's the best thing I've ever heard. Hum, nom, 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 nom. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more.
The only community that I care about right now. Reading the comments. Oh no. Okay, people are being unkind. Hey, so it's a show and not real life. To you, maybe.
Excuse
To
me.
you,
Leave her
maybe.
alone.
Oh my god. Okay, there's too many people not liking this.
Oh.
Okay, there are people being very cruel in the comments.
Okay, that's not very nice. Anything nice? Is she the only one?
So men can have porn addictions, but God forbid a woman finds out she deserves more through a TV show. I left my ex because of The Legend of Zelda.
Because of The Legend of Zelda! What do you mean? What do you mean?
I realized our love wasn't what I wanted, and I wanted what Link and Zelda have in no, I feel like this isn't real.
I'm
now I have a wonderful wife that
obsessed.
treats me with care and respect that I deserve. Don't listen to the comments. Media is important to people's lives no matter what kind. You know what? That's actually beautiful.
Yes, lesbians get it.
People in comments really don't get it. It's not about being in love with two fictional hockey players. It's about setting the bar way too low in the past and finally being ready to acknowledge that she's not happy in her marriage. You girl, and you deserve sunshine. I agree.
It's a beautiful new world we live in. What an incredible dawn.
Hey, so porn addiction can come from literature as well. Shut up!
Shut up! How dare you? Sorry if we screamed in your ears. Okay. Can I just say something else in the comments that you didn't read out to me that I love so much? I swear there are 3 categories of heated rivalry readers. 1, the people getting divorced who finally believe they can find a love like Shane and Ilya's. 2, the single people giving dating another chance because if Shane and Ilya exist, even fictionally, maybe that kind of love exists for them too. 3, the happily married readers who are out here naming their kids Ilya and Shane.
And we're all 3. We're all 3.
That is incredible. That's so funny. Wow.
Also, a fun fact for our non-Russian speakers. The joint name that some Russian readers have given Shane and Ilya is...
Shilia.
Okay. Well,
Iliane.
Well, Shane is Shane.
Yeah.
So we take the sh from Shane.
Sh.
And then the short name, it's not really a short name. It is the nickname for Ilya. In Russian is Ilucha.
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 So like E-I-L, the way that Ilya stands.
Yeah.
Ilucha. And so people have apparently been calling them together Shlucha, which means slut. So
Yes! Oh my god, I'm obsessed with that. My firstborn shall be named.
baby
Incredible.
name ideas.
Baby name it. So cute. So a class full of them though. Tough. Right.
Let's end on an email.
Let's end an email. This one's from Cork, Ireland. Oh, heaven. From a person called Sasha. Yes, please. Dear Olga and Catherine. Love your work. As much as I deeply enjoy Hunting Wives, let's not forget our roots. Sasha, we'd happily
Correct.
forget Hunting Wives. It was my birthday recently and my friends gave me a box of presents. One of them was a small little jewellery box with our heated rivalry boys on the cover. Intrigued as to what this could be, I slid the box open to find a black USB stick. My face visibly dropped in shock, thinking that this little black USB was filled with porn, and my friends, quickly realising what I thought it was, jumped to assure me it was season 1 of Heated Rivalry, because hard media is important and we can no longer rely on streaming. Thought you'd appreciate from Sasha.
That's so clever. It's giving sort of like modern apocalypse, you know, like Doomsday Prepper. What's in your pack? You need one.
Look at this box they made for Sasha.
That's beautiful.
Incredible. So this is covered with the scene, pictures from the scene where Ilya says, "You scared me." And Shane says, "I'm sorry about last night," or "I'm sorry I didn't see you last night." You know the scene where he's in hospital, and then "Will you come to the cottage with me? Will you come to my cottage with me this summer?"
We're in the cottage because we're doomsday prepping, and that's our bunker.
This is heaven, and then the last little square is "I'm coming to the cottage." That is wow.
That's
to have
adorable.
friends like that.
But I think that's really, really, really important because even if you buy a movie on Amazon, you don't own it. They can take it away from you at any given moment.
That's profound.
Hard media is so important.
That's Blu-ray, but we don't have Blu-ray players. What do we do if they bring in a Blu-ray special edition of Heated Rivalry, which is what Charlie just said they're doing, but we don't have a Blu-ray player anymore?
Criterion Closet who? My Criterion Closet is just Heated Rivalry.
Oh no! Maybe we all need to get this. Wow, that's amazing. Last Sunday, Olga and I, when this comes out, will have done our live recording of we wrote a scripted version of Heated Rivalry because it's not online anywhere, where we had to type it up, and watching it back and typing it up was so fascinating because I really feel like I saw more.
Yeah, you're
even.
noticing things.
Incredible. Just if you want a little exercise. I feel like some people will do that. But anyway, we took it upon ourselves to write our own stage directions because let's have some fun with it. Why
I
not?
think
Yes,
it was our
please.
first sort of formal dabbling in writing erotica, even though it
Yeah.
wasn't our own.
Yeah. And I had so much fun doing it. And I just think if you're like, how do I reheat it in a new way? How do I, not to be all Ali's boyfriend about it, but if you're looking to spice things up for yourself to reheat in a new way.
You're looking to put a pillow under your
Yes,
butt.
exactly. Feel free. Why don't you just watch it from somebody else's point of view or write your own stage directions. It's very fun. It's very exciting. We had a great time.
And we will be releasing these table reads on Patreon. So
Oh,
if you sign
yes.
up for a Patreon, they will be the next bonus content.
The cast is nuts. We have
They're insane.
Ed Gamble. We have Charlie Clive from Rooster. We have Ellen Robertson from Vladimir. We have Olga, myself, of course.
We got Nathan Fode, Io Denikin. We have Huge Davies, Chloe Petts. It's going to be sick.
It's so
It
good.
was sick.
It was sick, and you're going to have the best time. So
4
do
days
join
ago.
the Patreon. And we're also obviously doing all of the books, as you know. So it's well worth jumping in there.
And here is a philosophical question for
Oh,
you. So I think
close.
what's very interesting to me is that, like, for example, let's use visual art as an example, but this can apply to all sorts of art.
I'm thinking about Ilya's ass.
Correct. You will paint a painting, right? You will paint a painting, and
No painting could capture it.
but try.
Okay.
And in the medium of a painting, your medium is the paint.
Yeah.
Then someone invented collage. I think that there's an artist that is credited to inventing collage. I simply don't remember his name. Anyways, and then the paint becomes cutouts of other art.
Yep.
And that is the paint in and of
Yep.
itself, right? But that doesn't make it any less art. It's just that the medium is different.
I disagree. I do think it makes it less art.
Okay. Well, agree to disagree. And what I'm saying to you here is what you've witnessed is Rachel Reed writing a book, and then that's her art. And then Jacob Tierney creating a TV show
Yeah.
where he used someone else's art to create his art,
Yeah.
much like a collage,
Yeah. Oh.
for example.
Okay.
And then on top of that, we wrote our interpretation
You were
of
putting us
Jacob
above-
Tierney's interpretation of Rachel Reed. And so it's a collage within a collage, a Russian nesting doll, if you will. But what is art? Our medium is another person's interpretation of a book.
Our medium is having Ed Gamble, who's never seen the show or read the book, play a little smutty bottom for a Sunday afternoon, and you should join the Patreon just to watch it because it's worth it. Oh my God, it was good. Thank you so much for listening. Please.
Thank you for tuning in.
If you had a good time and you want to follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube at Tonsil Hockey Podcast. And if
Email us at tonsilhockeypodcast@gmail.com because I don't think Catherine went along with the metaphor as much as I wish she did. So if you liked it, let me know.
we'd love to hear your emails, and we'd love to see you on Patreon. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Bye. Send us more news if you have any more Heated Rivalry Universe news, obviously.
Oh, and for God's sake, if you left your husband because of Heated Rivalry, we gotta hear about it.
We would like to have you as a guest
Yes.
on our podcast.
That's a guarantee.
No, like
genuinely.
100% invite official. Bye.
Please.